Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be focusing on the elbow sequence. Many times we have this confusion as to when to use these elbows. We rarely see it actually being demonstrated. Hopefully today we're going to make a good effort in our attempt to show it to you. Stay tuned. I have my student here, Gina. She's going to help me with the video. Come on in, Gina. So Gina is going to demonstrate to us what's a punching range. So this is the punching range. So we do a Latsao sequence, basically punch to punch. So punch to punch. So we are kind of comfortable. So pay attention to Gina's structure. She's not leaning in. She's keeping a straight posture, and her punches are straight. So, and this is the punching range. If we don't want to get too deep, we want to stay safe. This is probably the best range for punching and for staying safe. So now we can also switch sides here and switch feet. Okay. So, all right. Punches and energy. So we're going to switch again here. Yeah, there you go. Excellent. And what I'm feeling from Gina is just straight punch in a very relaxed manner. We talked a lot about relaxation, and it's kind of counterintuitive for a combat, but that's exactly what we need to do. So which switch? So that's kind of a punching range. Now that punching range translates, so this was a simple exercise, simple drill. But when we are in an actual fight, so this is your punching range, you are here. So as a Wing Chun guy, we tend to shift our weight towards the back and keep our posture straight. But from here, if I encounter this, I'm going to go past that, and I'm going to probably go a little deeper, right? But I can still punch from here and hit her in the face or in the body or whatever. So that's kind of like in a Latsao, it's just a little more farther away than usual in combat situations, just for safety, because we don't want to hit each other. But in reality, it's just going to be a little deeper. And so from this, so this is a Wing Chun preferred distance. We are here. We are comfortable. So if she throws a punch, say from this side, I'm here, right? I shift. I catch it with a Tan Sao. And again, Wing Chun is simultaneous attack and defense. So I'm catching it with a Tan Sao, and all I did is just shift it, and that shifting basically allowed me to go deeper into my opponent's body, or any type of technique. So you throw a punch from this way. So if I want to go deeper, this technique is called Fak Sao. So I catch it here with a Bong Sao, roll over, and then with that shifting again brings me a little deeper. So that's kind of still a punching or striking distance, right? So and Wing Chun loves this distance, this punching distance. I heard some people say, oh, Wing Chun loves elbows. I kind of tend to disagree with that. Wing Chun elbows are there just in case, if we really need it, right? I don't want to necessarily go in an elbow range if it's unnecessary. So if I can destroy my opponent that's standing in front of me, I'd rather do it from this distance. When I come closer to the elbow range, then I'm kind of exposing myself to more risk, okay? So punching range, okay? Thank you, Gina. My student Anthony is going to help me today with an elbow range. So what is an elbow range? So like we demonstrated with Gina earlier, so we are here. So this is a punching range. So we are kind of comfortable. So let's do the Latsao. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, switch sides, 1, 2, 2, switch back. Okay, so now I don't have an ability to penetrate his defense here. I'm trying with the punches, but he's right on top of me, so we're neutralizing each other. Okay, so from here, this is my opportunity to go into an elbow range because I'm not accomplishing anything here. So what I'm going to do is catch his arm here, pack it, and go to an elbow range. So now he did a proper response to it, catching my elbow and responding with the other elbow, which in turn I'm going to do the same. Catch it, and see how his body is shifting here. It's basically my energy is turning him, so he's not doing it on his own. See, my energy is turning him. I'm borrowing his energy, and upon a loss of contact, I go there. Wing Chun is all about borrowing energy. So here, that's my elbow range. So now I don't want to stay in that elbow range. I can pull back. I can go to a kicking range, or I can go back to this basic punching range. Okay, so let's go. Punch, switch. Okay, switch. Okay, just keep doing straight punches. Okay, switch and switch. Okay, there you go. Now switch to the other side again. Okay, so now here I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to go and use my elbow range. So this is almost like our bodies are touching. So you see our knees are kind of locked together. This is for control. So I am controlling him also with a knee while I'm throwing my elbow into Anthony. Anthony is doing the same to me. He's catching my elbow and throwing his elbow, and we borrowing each other energies like one compact unit. So now I don't want to do that anymore. I use his energy to push myself back. Okay, switch stance. And now we go back to the punching. Oh, yeah, we can go cross punching. Or just back, so just back with the other one. We can do it this way. Switch. Okay, so the elbow range. So I show you the drill. So now in an actual combat, how does that apply to an actual combat? So for example, if I am in a street fight, and Anthony is a much taller guy and stronger guy than me, so do I really want to get into a clinch situation with him? I think he overpowers me, right? So my option here, because he has more power, I can feel it right away when he grabbed me, than me. I have no options but try to get out of this awkward situation for me, and pretty volatile situation for me, to be honest. And the only way I can get out of here is just to go deep into him with an elbow, right? This doesn't feel good, Anthony, right? The elbow, like I can give it to him into his throat, or even if you punch it, like if you throw it here, he feels it, right? So that's why I say, does Wing Chun really love elbows? I wouldn't like to be in that situation, but since I'm here, I have no other option. It's kind of hard to punch. I can a little bit, but he can control me. He can grab it. But if I go like this, right, with an elbow, it can be this type of an elbow. It's called chiklajar, which is an upward elbow. Or it can be, if it's coming, or if I'm here, boom, like that, right? So the situation requires for me to use elbow. It's not like I'm here now, okay, let's go with an elbow. As you see, like he immediately caught it. Just like in the drill, you know, he catches it and I catch it. That's his first reaction. When he sees the elbow coming from a distance, he's gonna try and get away or try to catch it or whatnot. So that's not a good situation. So the elbow range would be when I am in that unavoidable situation where I can't, avoid this contact anymore. I have a stronger opponent on me, he's controlling me, and my option is just to go boom, elbow here, boom, elbow here, create distance, and then maybe a kick, and then go back to my punch. Okay, so that's one example of using the elbow range. You know, there are many other situations that we can envision, but we're going to go into that next time. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Gina. Hope you learned something today, and see you next time.